Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play of Planescape Torment with myself, Waze, the Nameless One, Mort, Dakon, and Anna, running around in circles here. So we're here in the Clark's ward, I believe, and we've just finished in the Civic Fest Hall. So let's go exploring. Let's see what else we have around here. There's Sahava Vuel again with her toadies. Oh, she come back with a... Well, they were with her already, weren't they? Just a drunk starting a fight is all she was. These are just all citizens. We have an old poet. Let's go and speak to the old poet. This kindly looking old man spares you only the briefest of glances before returning to his recitation. I'm not going to heckle the poet. That as funny as that would be, it would be out of character. Out of character, so we won't. We have a harlot. Who else do we have? Harmonium officers. What's this? We can't determine what this odd device is. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Let's go and have a look-see, shall we? The apothecary. Okay. The sensate and pestle kiln. Let's go and speak to Pestle Kiln. You see a wall-eyed fellow whose skin seems to writhe and ripple across his entire body. He's smacking his chapped lips with a blotched tongue. As you watch, his right eye moves independently of the left, focusing on you. A second later, the left one flicks to look your way, then reverts to its original position. The right eye blinks. A strange gurgling comes from his throat. Well, rather strange fellow. Greetings. The man gives a lopsided grin and points at himself with his right thumb. Pestle, I'm called the alchemist. He points at himself again, this time with his left index finger. The name's Kiln. Need you something? Are you all right? I am. His throat convulses for a moment, then relaxes. A large green glowing pustule suddenly bursts from the side of his neck. Oh, this guy is gross. Something you needed then, sir? Got. His throat clenches again and a wave of quivering flesh swallows the blistering green pustule back beneath the skin of his throat. He coughs violently for a moment, then seems to relax. Phew. Mind if I ask what happened to you? The left eye rolls upward in exasperation. The right eye looks askance. Too much to drink. Yeah, too much of what, though? Potions. I drank too many potions. His mouth slides down beneath his chin. His left nostril forms another one. The most I ever drank, that's for certain. Of polymorphin, they were and brewed in limbo. Okay, you do seem to be in a bad way. Anything I could do to help? The man's eyes turn inwards to look at each other, then back to you. Dunno. He shudders. The mouth below his chin moves up to envelop the one his nostril formed. Lovely. This sort of thing happens quite often. We can't seem to help but sample the stock. If you find a way to help, two of us would be grateful, sir. Okay, if I find a way, I'll let you know. But just before I go, another question. Half of his mouth curls downward into a frown. He shakes his head. Work in the stockroom all day, I do. Yeah. He shudders violently. Suddenly, a third eye pops open over the bridge of his nose. The left one shifts sideways as the new eye takes its place. I speak only of the store, sir. That said, the skin on his face seems to eat the new eye, and the left one returns to its old location. Right. Okay. Fine. He's not in a good way. He doesn't sell anything, it would seem. Does this sensate anything special? Please, sir, I have things to do. I'd appreciate you leaving me be if you'd be so kind. Okay, fine. What's this? This cabinet shelves are littered with containers holding various powders, liquids, shavings, and the like. Same for that one. Are you sure he doesn't sell anything? He doesn't. Look, I wanted to purchase something. Let's have a look at what he's got. Okay, lots of these, lots of charms. Okay, we've all got charms already we need to start using before we buy more, if I'm honest. However, Clot Charms, Blood Charms. Blood Charm is 18. The Clot Charm is 9. A Heart Charm is 27 and is rather expensive. That's quite a jump. The Blood Charm is 18 and costs 36. Clot Charm is 9, costs 60. Is that right? That can't be right, surely. We'll buy one of those. Actually, we'll buy all of those. Let's get one of these as well. Hopefully they're stacking in my inventory. And another one. Okay, those are rather expensive. But let's have a check. What have we got here? Blood Charms. Yeah, let's stack all of those in there. Tears of Salieri Day. What was that again? Special permanent 1 constitution, only for lawful good, though. Okay. I'm going to give that to Dakon to hang on to for now. And the Heart Charm, yeah. Hang on to those as well. Okay. So the Alchemist. That's about it, really. What are these? Same again. Okay. That's that sorted out. I thought...
All right.
Thought that looked like more like a bar of some sort or a pub. What's this? Cafe patron Aylwin. Who is Aylwin? And barkeeper. Okay, let's speak to Aylwin. This tall, slender woman occasionally looks up from a cup of wine to scan the surrounding patrons and passers-by. Her facial features are elegantly exotic, and her eyes, a brilliant gold in colour, catch the light sparkling as she looks about. Hello. She regards you carefully for a moment before replying. She speaks slowly and carefully, avoiding direct eye contact with you. I, Aylwin, return your greetings. Are you looking for someone? She nods, staring wistfully into a cup of wine. Nimel is her name, a friend of mine. Aylwin's. I, Aylwin, worry for her in this place and wonder why she hasn't come to meet me, Aylwin, yet. Okay. Could I help you find your friend?
Updated my journal.
You would do this? She looks up from her cup, smiling, and you're suddenly overcome with a sense of hope and joyous gratitude. Seeing you tense up, she covers her mouth and averts her eyes once more, and the feelings fade to nothing. Okay, that was strange. I, Aylwin, thank you. What was that just happened? What was what, kind stranger? She bites her lower lip. I, Aylwin, know naught of which you speak. Very well. What does this Nimel look like? She appears as I, Aylwin, do, but with raven hair and eyes of bright violet. Okay, if I see her, I'll tell her you're waiting here for her then. Okay, farewell. Okay, I'm going to assume that the update to the journal. Yep, seeking out a woman. Is that now a quest? Balming fluid. Find Nimel for Aylwin. Okay. Straightforward enough. Let's talk to the barkeeper. This smiling man nods cheerfully at you as you approach. Welcome to my cafe, good sir. What might I serve you? Some wine, perhaps? No wine, but I had some questions. The man gives you a helpless sort of look. Humblest apologies, sir, but I make it a policy to serve drinks and nothing more. You'll have to look elsewhere for conversation, I'm afraid. Are you certain you wouldn't like a drink? Or some bread and cheese, perhaps? Okay, no, I'm good. I'm good, especially after just being in with that alchemist. These are just cafe patrons. Let's go up this way first. Hello, Brandy. This old woman examines you closely with her sharp grey eyes. First your face, then your arms and various tattoos. Greetings, scarred one. Come to speak with Ella Brandy, have you? Come to your fortune... Have your fortune told, mayhap, for a paltry 5 coins? Oh, this could be interesting. Okay, yes, tell me my fortune. Ella Brandy places your coins in her belt pouch and takes your hands. She quietly studies your palms, frowning deeply At long last, she speaks. Some rare folk are what's called fateless, you see. They wander through their lives doing as they see fit, creating their own destinies. You have no fortune to tell, scarred one. None at all. I've nothing to tell you, and so here's your coin. She returns the 5 coppers. Okay, that's rather odd. So I have a lot of past, but no future, apparently. Okay, I see. I have some questions. I do not speak of things mundane, scarred one. Okay, in that case, farewell. Hold ye one moment, scarred one. Ellebrandi reaches out, touching her arm. My mother gave me something once long ago, a scroll sealed with wax. A hooded man had entrusted it to her, and said that a man such as ye would one day unwittingly come to claim it. Here, I would have ye take it now. Right, what is it? Ellebrandi shakes her head, frowning. I do not know. She was sworn never to read the thing, and I obeyed her request to leave the seal unbroken myself. The man had paid her handsomely to take the scroll, but warned her of the direst consequences should she open it. Okay, well, thanks then. What did she give us? Suspicious sealed scroll. Right. There could be something in the name here. Curiosity. I want to open it. Before I do such a thing, I'm going to save the game. Right. Have to look. Okay, this scroll has been tightly bound with red ribbon and sealed with wax. You can't put your finger on it, but you've got a bad feeling about the thing, as if opening and reading the scroll could somehow be dangerous. Yes, I had sort of glimmered that already. Can I... Is there any way of finding out? Can I use a... There's no way of identifying. More... You hang on that for a minute. Oh, no, I can't. Cheeky. Of course he gets away with it. What's this? Festival room key, tenement key. Let's give these keys to Anna. I'm not sure I'm going to need these. The festival key I might need again. The tenements one I'm not so sure. Tears of Sorrow. Do we need to go back and do something in the smouldering corpse bar with this? I can't remember. Right, let's hang on to that for now. What else do we have? Harlot. Okay, I think we have explored this area. Let's move down this way. So much to explore. This looks like a place where drinks might be served. Well, yeah, sort of gathered that. Can we get through here? Oh, I can. Who are these people? Just patrons. We have a sort of a tent here. Let's go inside. A small dwelling with not a lot going on. Nope, let's leave that. Okay.
All right.
What else do we have? A curious looking building, to say the least. Okay. What's up the stairs? We're going to have to check it out. Could be more of our history in here. Curiosity shop. Standish and Vrishika. Let's talk to Vrishika. The sharp-featured woman's appearance is attractive, though somewhat disturbing, with her blue-black skin and bright yellow eyes. As she examines you, a small pair of bat-like wings unfold from her back, then seem to settle back into her skin. Well, a floating, disembodied, prevaricating skull. She narrows her eyes. You're the scarred man who's been going around asking all the questions. She looks you up and down. You sure look lost. Did you want to come in, really? Or are you just casing the place because you have nothing better to do? Because Vrishika, she indicates herself, can help you. Okay. And how exactly can you help me? I travel and trade extensively. I hear a great deal, I purchase a great deal, and I own a great deal. Perhaps I can make you a great deal. Nice. Well, nice use of the words there. Is there anything that you desire? Perhaps. What are you selling? Would you care to examine the weapons and charms, or some of my more exotic acquisitions? Let's have a look at the exotic items. Rashika smiles as you look at the various shelves in the middle of the shop. If you see nothing you like here, there are more items toward the front and the back of the store as well. Okay, let's have a look at some of these. Quite a few things. The Fiend's Tongue. You examine what appears to be a tongue floating in a jar of brine. Rashika frowns at it. This is a fiend's tongue. A Cornigon's, I think, but who really knows? It's said that, placed into the mouth of any living being, or living thing, it will give the ability of speech, even if there was none before. I'm selling this oddity for only 66 coppers, should you want it. Okay, now what might I want a fiend's tongue for? Place it into the mouth of any living thing, it will give the ability of speech, even if there was none before. I think that's one for a mental note. If we ever find someone who can't speak, that we need to speak, that could come in useful. Right now, we need to sell some things first. Let's see the other things first. The Gorgon Salve. You examine a bottle labelled as Gorgon Salve. Rashika holds it up for you. I traded this with some sword-slinging prime worlder. Perseus, I think, was his name. Smeared onto the surface of any being turned to stone, it will revert them to flesh. Only 100 copper commons. A bargain, considering how handy it might come in should you ever find a friend of yours transmuted to rock. Okay, again, could be useful, but not right now. Metallic cube figurine. You examine a small metal replica of a cube-like creature with huge eyes on one of its faces. The toy has 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings, and at least 18 points of articulation. Rashika smiles as you pick it up. A collector's item, perhaps, or a piece of artwork. Who knows? But I like it. If you do buy it, ask around. Someone might know more about it than I. You can have it for only 1,500 copper coins. 1,500? No, not right now. And a monster jug. You examine a plain-looking jug. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing, as if it might bite you. Rashika watches you, chuckling, then shrugs. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why your hair's prickling up like that. If you'd like it, it's only 123 copper. I have no idea what I might need that for right now. I'm sure a situation will present itself, should it remind me again, and it depends when and how long after leaving the shop. Okay, let's have a look at some of the things at the front of the store. Baby oil, chocolate, quasite, codex of the inconceivable, Diva's tears. Let's have a look at this codex of the inconceivable. You examine a rather unassuming book held closed by a tiny brass lock. That, coos Rashika, is the codex of the inconceivable. I'll only say that it's just, well, I cannot explain it. Mere words simply won't suffice. You can own it yourself for a mere 1,000 copper commons, and believe me, it is well worth it. Yeah. But no. Make sure I don't click on I'll take it. That's a lot of money. Let me see the other things. Baby oil. Small bottles, each labelled as baby oil. Rashika picks up one and presents it to you. Interested? It's the real thing, of course. Thousands of mewling mortal babies went into the making of the stuff. Right, no thank you. Chocolate quasite, I don't want to know. Diva's tears. You examine a small glass vial labelled as Diva's tears. These were collected from a diva who was captured during a blood war skirmish. The fiends tormented the imprisoned angel for eons before he at last escaped. This small bottle holds the 12 tears he shed in that time. Their price is but 100 copper commons. Have I seen Diva's tears before? Okay, interesting items. Let's look at the middle of the store. We've already done that. And the back of the store. Stained lens, Yevra's ring, rune-coloured Aelstein, tattered rag doll. Okay, what's Yevra's ring? You examine a small ring in a small padded case. Frashika holds it up so you can see it more closely. This is Yevra's ring of almost invisibility. It makes its wearer invisible. Well, almost. I will part with it for the meagre sum of 349 copper commons. Now that there is piquing my interest. Almost invisible. Is that like a chameleon type thing? There's going to be a catch to it, is there? Let's see the other things first. Rune-covered Aelstein. Large pewter Aelstein covered in strange runes. Frashika holds it up for you to see more closely. An ale mug of unusual manufacture which keeps its contents, usually beer of course, icy cold whatever the surrounding temperature. 299 copper commons and you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've ever had outside the paraplane of ice. I could think of other situations that would be happy, but not right here. Tattered rag doll. The years have not been kind to this tiny rag doll. It's coming apart at the seams and it looks like its threads are unraveling. It's obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain, but the button eyes and its plush softness don't strike much fear into your heart. Frashika holds it up for you. This was found in a well-trapped strongbox sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil. It was part of a small hoard of treasure and forbidden magical texts, though I don't know what it's for. If you like, it's only 99 copper coins. Nah. The stained lens. Okay. Ground glass lens, the width of your hand held in brush-steeled ring. A small geared protrusion coming off the ring makes it look as if the lens should attach to some sort of clockwork machine, and it smells of faintly horrible perfume. Frashika holds it up for you. I've no idea what this really is, but it radiates fairly powerful magic. An old soldier named Gysis brought it up to me from a lower plane battlefield. He'd murdered his own men in order to escape his tour of duty there, and brought me a number of interesting items he'd collected over the course of the campaign. I've kept it mostly as a conversation piece, though you may have it for 149 copper coins if you'd like. Nope. I am going to buy Yevra's ring, though. Just because it's a ring of invisibility of sort, I have to. I'll take it. Okay. Yes, Frashika purrs. A wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Okay, weapons and charms. Firstly, let's see if there's anything I want to sell. Divine Sensor. What is that? When lit, the sense has the power to entice the soul back of a recently departed. Unfortunately, there's only a limited amount of incense left in it. I'll raise dead. Okay. I can't even remember where I got that. Hang on. I didn't get that. This is my stuff. Oh, okay. That's interesting. But I can do that anyway. Okay. These are my things. That's an embalming charm. These are all consumables. Ring of almost invisibility. Let's have a look. It makes its wearer invisible almost. Sometimes for brief periods, the wearer becomes really, really close to being invisible. An event which is often disconcerting to an attacker and is thus more difficult to strike in combat. So basically it's +1 to armor class. Not quite as good as I thought, but look, always good. I'll divvy that up in a minute. That's okay. Lots of interesting things here. We've got these. Angleless Eye. +1 to armor class. And +10% detect traps. Not right now. Magnifying lens. +10 to lore skill. Okay. So might help with identifying things. Lens of inherent viciousness. +2 to damage, +2 to missile weapons. This snap-on magnifying lens somehow seems inherently vicious to you. Can't really explain why this is. You have a strange feeling it's looking at you sometimes, sizing you up. Dread Bond. Used only by fighters and living creatures. Legend has it that this bracelet was created by Nasek the Sadistic. Tiny razor-sharp spikes cover the entire surface of this item, injecting small amounts of rare reagents into the bloodstream of the user. Okay, the effect of these chemicals causes the user to feel a constant adrenaline rush of strength. Immunity to panic and +1 to strength. That's rather handy. Rather handy indeed, also rather expensive. Scroll of Cloud Kill. Yeah, I'm not going to buy any more at the moment. Spider Bracelet. -1 to intelligence and wisdom. 25% resistance to normal attacks. Plus 10 base hit points. Okay, again, that's something I want to buy. Ashes of the Pabulum. Not usable by mages. Usable only by the nameless one. Okay. These ashes are all that remains of a school of illusionists called the Pabulum. According to their expedition logs, they travelled to the plane of Shale in search of the lost works of the Fosterer, a powerful sorcerer who once ruled an empire where the plane of Shale now lies. The naive illusionists were successful, and they stumbled across one of his lost works, a hive of vicious creatures called the Trellons. The remains of the mages were found days later by 2 Barrios scouts and were burned over a pyre as a symbol of their folly. To unlock the power of these ashes, one only needs to stir them with the index finger of the left hand, then sprinkle a pinch of the ashes into the air in a circular pattern. The smell of the remains of these dead mages is said to cause a Trellon to appear to serve the user. Okay. No one knows where the Trellons originated from, but they seem to combine the worst characteristics of demons and insects. They seem to bear an insane hatred for mages, but the reason for this is unknown. So we summon one of these creatures. Again, rather expensive. Interesting stuff. For now, though, okay, I have 2 of these pouches. I think we're just carrying them around. I'm not sure. Don't know if they're worth anything or not. Let's sell that. I'm hanging on to it just in case, but I'm not. No, I'm just going to sell it. Just going to sell it. Whispering Flask. We have so many charms, but we haven't used any of them. Who's got all the sellable stuff? It looks like it's Annah. See, pry bar and a hammer. Now, you would have thought we wouldn't have needed those, but we did need both of those. It was just pure luck that we had them. What are the chances we would need them again? Probably small, so I'm going to get rid of them. Clipped copper piece. It's worthless. It looks interesting, though. Okay, silver bracelet. That literally is just for selling. So we will sell that. The silver earring. Handkerchief could be useful. See, I can't carry all this stuff around. I've got to make a call. Club of Nettles. Usable only by thieves. And Annah can't use it, which means it's only if I'm a thief. Therefore, might as well sell the thing. Bone dagger. Again. Okay, edge. This could be used by... Mort can't use it. Annah can't use it. No. No one can use it. I've already got a decent dagger. I'll hang on to it for now, just in case. Because I'm a hoarder. That's why. Mort. High quality stiletto. We can sell that. And most of the other stuff. Poor quality stiletto. Enchanted hammer, the same. Let's sell that. Okay, we're doing okay for cash. Scroll of Cloud Kill. I can't remember if I have that or not. Let's have a quick look. No. Let's have a look. It's not going to be a level. No. Cloud Kill could be useful. I'm all about getting the... welcome back. Want to buy something? Yes, I am. Weapons and charms. Heart of the Fosterer. What the hell is this? Summons the Somian. Okay, not interested in summons right now. Okay, we'll leave it at that. We will leave it at that. Anything else in here? Let's speak to this Standish. This downtrodden little man scurries about the curiosity shop, dusting, cataloguing, and moving things about for the place's proprietress. You notice he smells faintly of onions. He glances up at you nervously as you approach him. Please, sir, I cannot speak with you. I've work to do, and my mistress simply won't allow it. Just a few questions? Sorry, sir, but I can't. Please leave me be before my mistress notices me talking to you. Your mistress? The little man nods. Yes, Mistress Frashika. I am Standish, her servant, her slave. I committed a crime and was sentenced to slavery, then purchased in the lower ward like many of her slaves, most of whom she keeps at her manor. Now please, I beg of you, leave me be or she'll become angered and beat me unmercifully. Okay. She doesn't sound too nice. Not too nice at all. Okay. This is... Where are we? The Curiosity Shop. Good to...
I'm gone.
Good to remember. Actually, I'm going to put a little note there. Let's, hang on. How do I add a note? There we go. Magical items of use. Just as a little note for myself. Oddities. Okay. This is a reminder for myself in case we are looking for things later on and don't know where they are. What else do we have to explore? We've got a thug boss. There's a good chance that won't go well. A performance artist. Let's speak to the performance artist first. This man's face has been painted white. A pair of arched eyebrows has been penciled onto his brow, and red powder has been used to make small circles on his cheeks and accentuate his lips. He says something, but you can't hear him. His hands are pressed up against what looks to be an invisible wall. What? I can't hear you. He hangs his head, sighs soundlessly, and shrugs. He then steps back a bit, waves farewell to you, and begins to pantomime various actions, pulling on a rope, walking downstairs, and so on. See if you can touch him. You reach out to touch the man, but your hand is stayed by some unseen force. The performance artist appears to be trapped in some sort of invisible box or cage. Well, that's a twist, isn't it? That's a twist. I like it. Okay, let's go and speak to the thug. That's down here. Thug boss. This young but well-muscled thug, while certainly well-armed and large enough to be dangerous, seems awfully clean for a typical street tough. He's carrying a massive axe in one hand and a steel box in the other. As you near him, he puffs and scowls at you. What are you looking at, sod? Pike off before I've to scrag you. Scrag? What in the nine planes of beta are you talking about, you Egypt? Scrag's nagged, nipped, yanked by the hardheads, you clueless, addle-covered Burke. Okay, between Anna and Mort, I think they're going to get us into trouble. He glares daggers at Anna, but says nothing. You do seem a little well-groomed for a thug. Stop shaking your bone box, Leatherhead. This is my territory, and you'll be leaving it quick if you don't want my bloods to tear you apart. Anna snickers, shaking her head. Rattle, you sod, rattling your bone box it is. I'd like to see how long you'd last drop smack in the middle of the eye, acted as you are. Anna turns to you. Come on, let's be off. No use wasting our time with this wee-stemmed basher would-be. His face flushes angrily as he gnashes his teeth in frustration. That's it. You've piked and asked for it. Get him, bloods. He raises his axe and leaps to attack. Yep, there's me trying to de-escalate things, and Anna and Mort just start trouble. Okay, looks like we've got a fight on our hands. How many people have we got? There's just one at the moment. Right, everyone. Follow me. Okay, there's a few of them. Right, Mort.
What's up?
Get down here. Anna.
Hi.
Over here. Dakon, get you in here. And I should probably use some spells. Why? Because I can. Let's try a chromatic orb.
All right.
Let's go there. Mort, you attack this guy as well. Dakon. Just attack for now. Anna, get down here. Okay. Get in there for a backstab.
All right.
Why am I doing that? I was meant to be casting a spell. Chromatic orb. There.
I will hear you.
Dakon, let's use one of your spells. What's Rain of Anger again? Missiles. Yep, let's use that one. Take him. More. Take him.
Ready.
Anna, take this one. Okay, nice. Another spell. Magic missile. Take him.
Balance in all things.
How many have you got? Let's take another Rain of Anger on this guy. Oh no, don't have any left. Submerge the will. Strength is gained. Okay. Magical orb of protective energy. Power of 1. Increases the strength score. Let's use that on... Is that DAC on there? It is.
Your will be done.
On yourself. Okay. That was interesting. Mort, how you doing? I'm taking a bit of damage here. Mort, get over here. Anna, you as well. Take this one. I am going to magic missile this guy. And
It is I.
See that?
DAC on.
Endure.
Take
In
this.
enduring, grow strong.
Done.
I need to get out of here.
I'm
Oh.
hurt.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to run. Trying to use an item. I think. Yeah, we'll take one of those. Let's use that.
See that?
That's better. What have we got? Dakon.
I hear your words.
Let's fight him. Anna,
Aye, what?
help out Dakon.
What's
More.
up, Chief?
Okay, there's only one left. So everybody, attack this guy. Nicely done.
All right.
Okay. Let's check out the loot. Bronze ring, blood charm, battle axe, steel box. The sturdy steel box has a thick leather handle on the top, but there's no apparent way to open the thing. It appears to be welded shut. There are a number of very narrow slits along one side, though you can't quite see into the box through them. A sickly sweet rotting smell wafts out from the slits. I have a horrible feeling about what might be in there. Let's take that, and that, and that, and that. Okay. And Anna,
What do you want to know?
I want you to check up, just pick up
Right.
the other loot. Or not. Okay. We should probably go and sell this stuff. A hammer and a ring. And a silver earring. Okay, any of these? Yeah, I think these are just basics. Right. I don't think I want to sell anything that I picked up. Let's give that to Anna. Battle axe. Give that to Anna as well. Ring of invisibility. I already have Ring of the Traveller, which is armor class, and Twisted Ring, which is also armor class. So I'd rather... Mort, you can't wear rings, can you? Let's give this one to Dakon. Okay, perfect. Now, Anna.
Aye? Might as well.
Okay, looks like... Not like Baldur's Gate where you can go separately. Looks like it's everyone or no one. Okay, let's sell off these things here. It doesn't matter which one I pick. Anna. Okay, let's sell the silver ring, the bronze ring, the hammer. And the bronze ring, the silver earring. Bronze rings. Battle axe. Okay, perfect. That clears that up. Now everyone can leave again.
Done.
We had another building down here, I believe. Let's go and check it out. Small dwelling. Finham the Linguist. Let's see if he wants to talk to us. The short, scholarly man, a tight, nervous frown on his face, looks you up and down. Greetings, I am Finham. I must beg your pardon, sir, but I care little for guests, invited or otherwise. So unless you've business with me, I would ask you to leave. Would you mind answering some questions? I would have you know that I am a scholar and a linguist, sir. While I shall happily entertain any questions regarding my field of study, language, and the like, I can be of no help to you in other matters. Fair enough. Right. We shall be off. How's it looking? We still have more art and the Art and Curio Galleria.
Done.
Anyone here of interest? Nope. Just a performance artist. All of these. Have we? No, we haven't been in there. Right, let's go and check out the Art and Curio Galleria. See what is in here. Nope, that button doesn't work. Ways.
Done.
Clark's Ward Citizen. Let's have a wander. What is this thing? The hundreds of chips and translucent green glass which make up this stained glass window don't appear to be held together by anything, but rather remain free-floating and mysteriously suspended within the iron frame's boundaries. The shards ripple and move in slow waves, causing bizarre patterns to fluctuate across the window's surface as various portions of it refract the Galleria's light in different directions. A small placard beside the window reads, Arcadian Stained Glass Window. Curiosity says we should touch the glass. You reach out to touch the undulating glass shards, but find you cannot do so. Your hand stops just short of the surface of the glass. Punch the glass. No, we won't do that. We won't do that. That just doesn't feel right. It's vandalism. That's what that is. And that's not the kind of person we are. What about this thing? This painting shows an enormous granite keep, a hideous thing, long and low, covered in leering gargoyles, suspended in what looks to be the night sky. A cloud of crimson and violet vapour whirls in the background along the right side of the painting. The placard reads simply, The Library. Okay, so this is an art gallery of sorts. I wonder if any of this is going to be relevant at any point later on. This painting is a dark cityscape, a faraway view of some giant centre of civilization being burned to the ground. The streets of the place are empty, however, absent of soldiers, refugees, and even corpses. A placard reads, The Folly of Udo. This one here. Why won't it let me? Okay, now I seem to be stuck. Because I'm in dialogue mode, that's why. Come on. This looks to be a subterranean landscape, a massive cavern interior filled with colourful, faintly luminescent, gigantic fungi. A placard reads, Veil Beneath Clangedin. Okay. This is a portrait of a grotesque, hook-nosed old crone. The hag's flesh is a sickly blue-grey colour. Her eyes glow red like the embers of a dying fire. Her chin, long and sharp, juts forward in an extreme underbite. Two yellowed canines protrude upwards from her lower jaw, like small tusks. Sounds like an orc. The smile upon her withered purplish lips speaks of a horrible secret. The placard reads, Grey Hag of Oinos. Okay. As you begin to turn away from the painting, something in draws your attention. Is this the hag? A strange tingling sensation arises in the back of your mind, a memory beginning to surface. Okay, try and recall the memory. You recall standing, confused, in a maze of briars. The hideous crone from the painting is before you, cackling wildly. You grit your teeth in frustration, wondering why she's laughing at you. My poor dear lovely man-thing, she croons. Why, that was your first wish. She points a single bony clawed finger at your forehead. Your temples begin to throb painfully, and you can remember nothing more. Okay, that was my first wish. So, did I have some wishes at some point? It was worth coming in here after all. Is this the same one I just looked at? Everyone, will you just get out of my way, please? Let me look at the paintings.
All right.
Yeah, it is that one. How about this? Worth looking at these, I think. The surface of this painting, a wild collage of vivid colours, ripples constantly, as if it were the surface of a pond during a light rain. A placard reads, Wave Motion Study 7. We have to touch it. Touch the painting. You place your palm against the canvas. You cannot feel the ripples themselves, though a cool, tingling sensation passes through your hand at first contact. Okay, what have we got in here? A brilliant ruby statuette stands on this pedestal, carved into the image of a winged humanoid. The figure is either demonic or angelic in nature, but it is difficult to tell which, because it refracts the light in the Galleria strangely. There's no placard indicating what exactly the statuette is. Okay. And what the hell is this? A massive horn of beaten lead wound with brazen chains. The horn is horribly mangled, as if some tremendous force had crushed it. Jagged blades protrude along its length, almost as if it were meant to be used as a club by some gigantic creature, as well as a battle horn. A placard mounted beneath the horn reads, Cleansing Horn of Acheron. Put your head against the wall and try to blow the horn. Yeah, we'll try it. Go on. Try as you might, you can get no sound to issue from the massive horn. Your lips come away from the mouthpiece tasting of blood, smoke, and metal. Nice! Who else have we got in here? Just this Ivana. Let's look at the paintings first. This painting, an abstract work of greens and purples, writhes and ripples as it's watched. Closer examination reveals that the actual painted image is changing, rather than the canvas itself. A placard states, Moments glance from the walls of Mokma. Moments glance from the walls of Mokma. Okay, we have to touch it. Touch the painting. You place your hand upon the painting. As you had suspected, it's not the canvas that is physically moving, but the painted image itself is changing. Same as before. One more, and then we'll talk to Ivana. This painting shows what looks to be an infinitely long stream of bilious green gas stretching off into the darkness. The horizon of a blasted rocky plain can be seen in the lower right-hand corner of the painting. One is given the impression that the head of the green cloud is rearing to strike down upon it. A placard reads, Hazazoth at the consumption of Ngar. Right. Oh, hang on, we've got another one here. Let's have a look at this one too. Painting of tall black cliffs against the blood-red sky. There looks to be figures hiding amongst the crags of the cliffs, but whenever you squint at the painting to try and make them out, the images fade into nothing. A placard reads, Outland Raiders. Sounds like there's some cool paintings and stuff in here. Right, where's Ivana gone? Where'd she disappear to? There she is. Before you is a well-dressed elderly woman in a gown of peach-coloured and golden thread. She stands quietly, her hands folded together primly, and nods in your direction. It is then that you notice that she has no pupils. Her eyes are entirely white. Greetings, sir. I am Ivana. Welcome to my Galleria. Feel free to look about, spending as much time here as you like. Should you have questions regarding any of the pieces, do not hesitate to ask me of them. Okay, I do have some questions. One moment, sir. Your voice. It is heavy with age and wounds. Would you be so kind as to permit me to touch your face? Okay. Ivana smiles, gently running her old hands over the skin of your face. She frowns, looking slightly puzzled. So many scars, both old and new. They seem to... She touches the side of your throat, flushes, then pulls away. Pardon me, sir. I was curious to see how far they went. It's fine, and they're everywhere. My whole body is scarred. Ivana nods. Okay, some questions. Can you actually see, Ivana? I cannot see, but only because I do not wish to. In time, I will allow my vision to return so that I can re-experience the contents of my Galleria with the benefit of new, fresh eyes. Okay. She's told me what this place is. I had a question about one of the pieces. Which one was it? The ruby statuette. That piece was found in a cathedral in the fertile fields of Elysium on the first layer, and Moria the Untroubled, where it bordered the river Oceanus. The name of the piece is not known, but the skill and craftsmanship are believed to be one of the most striking examples of gem crafting in the plains. The mere way in which the piece captures, distills, and enhances the light through its facets is part of its breathtaking wonder. It seems to bring to light the possible ideological connection between even the most evil and the purest beings in the multiverse. Fascinating. Okay. She likes her art. One of the paintings. The Grey Hag of Oinos. This is said to be the portrait of Ravel Puzzlewell. I knew it. I damn well knew it. Very likely the most evil hag ever to have terrorized the Grey Waste and beyond. Okay, what do you know of this Ravel Puzzlewell? She is a night hag, one of the eldest Grey Sisters of the Wastes, who came to Sigil many centuries ago to pursue arcane experiments. It was believed that these experiments were against the lady's will, and that Ravel was thus banished from Sigil, imprisoned within one of the lady's mazes on the ethereal, where her body rests to this very day. Okay, go on. Ravel was said to have been a master of riddles and puzzles, but it was believed that one riddle, one question in particular, was said to have plagued the ancient night hag. What can change the nature of a man? Yeah, this sounds familiar. Go on. She issued a challenge to any who were interested. She promised to instruct any who came to her in her craft if they could only answer the question to her satisfaction. If they could not, they consented to be her next meal. Many died coveting Ravel's teachings, and it is believed that until her final hours in Sigil, Ravel never discovered the answer to her question. Okay, continue. Ravel's crime was believed to be some means of trying to shatter the cage, trying to crack open Sigil itself for some unknown reason, Nirvana sighs. This is all I know of her. Okay. That's all I wish to know. So what can change the nature of a man is the question. I have a feeling I know the answer to that. A strong feeling, but while I ponder that, let's have a look at this thing because we missed that. Several shards of black crystal, or ice, swirl within the freezing wind that this ornate pedestal gives forth. Each shard looks razor sharp. Touching or grabbing one could be perilous. A placard on the pedestal reads, "Dark birds of Acanthus. Leave them be or touch one." No, I'm going to leave those be. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. Let's just leave those alone. I think... Okay, we've got a bit more information on Ravel Puzzlewell. Anything in the journal here? Nope, nothing new. So, we've got more exploring to do. Fascinating art gallery. My connection with Ravel, she gave me some kind of wishes by the sounds of it. I don't even know what that first one was. The simple thing we are learning here is that we need to talk to everyone and look at everything because there are clues to my past everywhere around me. So that we shall continue to do in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you're well, and until next time, take care.